I find quite interesting. But yeah, no, we've not.
Because we did a walk. We walked up we got the tube down to Paddington just after we were allowed out again to do things. Got the tube down to Paddington, and then we walked up along the Grand Union, up back to this way.
Yeah.
So that was good fun. But I was thinking it was quite a cold, not terribly nice day. But if you did have a canoe or something, that'd be perfect to do up that way.
Yeah, it is great getting. Canals are good as well because no boats can go like too fast. Whereas when you're on a lake, even though there are speed restrictions on the lake, some of the speedboats will come to try and disrupt you because it's got stupid kids on them rather than, placid people on a canal boat or what have you. So yeah, they can be quite nice serene on the canal sometimes. But yeah, my recommendation though this week is beer. Beer based. I don't think I've made a beer recommendation for a while. I'm going to recommend a whole brewery rather than a beer. Now, I've not been to their brew pub, but it looks very nice from what I've seen on sort of pictures on the internet. But the brewery that I'm going to recommend is called Amity Brew Co. And they're based in Farsley, so sort of West Leeds. Northwest Leeds, isn't it? So yeah, strongly recommend it. I've had several of their beers now. I'm just trying to get my beer app up to remember the names of the best ones of theirs that I've had. So I've had quite a few recently, and one of the ones that helped me get drunk on Saturday actually was Box Chat, which is their double IPA, so 8% that one, but it was very nice. My favourite of theirs is probably the Water Pistol, which is their New England Pale Ale. It's only a 4.6 that one, much more drinkable levels there. It's like a hazy pale, really, really very nice. I would recommend that strongly. There you go.
Fair enough.
Anything from you this week?
What have we been watching? There was something we've been watching that was definitely worth recommending, but it's completely.
Was it a drama? Was it a comedy? Was it?
Oh, I'll tell you what we did watch actually. It was the Friends reunion special. We conceded and bought that yesterday, and it was surprisingly well done. They managed to get the right mix between nostalgia, a bit of insight and behind the scenes, and thankfully not too much James Corden.
Yes,
which
but
is always
more
something.
Justin Bieber than we needed.
Yeah, which is any.
I don't know what that was about. It was like show stealing, but not in a good way. But other than that, yeah, I really enjoyed the way they opened it up, actually, with them all arriving on the set and reminiscing about things on the set and pointing out some of the bits and pieces of things that are kind of like behind the scenes stuff. That was good, because for a show that was on the air so long, I don't feel like I actually ever got much behind the scenes stuff for the show.
Yeah, and I think that was partly the era it was in, because you didn't get as much, things like YouTube and stuff as that, and there were so many episodes that you didn't necessarily always buy the DVDs because they were always permanently on E4. So
yeah, and even with the DVDs, I don't think there was tons of like commentaries and extras and that sort of stuff, because it was early days of DVD kind of stuff,
would have been it would have been we had the London episodes we had on VHS. Kids ask your parents. So I thought that was very tastefully done. So we've got that the now TV package to explore for a month and see what we get from there.
Oh well, watch Mare of Easttown. I know I talked about it last week, but
I Hate Susie is on the list as well. because that's got lots of awards chat. So that's definitely one to pick up with.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. I honestly don't know who's doing the show next week, because about 10 minutes before we started recording the show this week, I read through the rundown and got to that point of the rundown and nothing's there. And I went to the chat and we haven't talked about next week yet. So based on the replies we've had so far, I think it's not Sarah. So we'll play it by ear.
Yeah, it's going to be a mystery host.
Yes, but we'll figure that out and have a schedule ready for the next month. One of the weeks over the next month we'll have to budge as well, won't we? Because at the start of July end of June, start of July, there's a double header week, isn't there? So there'll be some Monday fixtures to get our heads around, I think.
Yeah.
Sort of Sunday, Monday kind of stuff. Anyway, we'll worry about that in the future. I'm going to have a couple of days away and hopefully have plenty of recommendations by next week. But until then, you can interact with us at Super League Pod on Twitter and Instagram, or facebook.com/Super League Pod. You can email us superleaguepod@gmail.com, and you can find all the details about the show, our episodes, and assorted writings that do not deliver on the quantity promised, but hopefully the quality is good. Check out over at superleaguepod.com, and you'll get all the links to all the socials, all that sort of stuff on there as well. Search for the show on Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Podcast Addict, Stitcher, Spotify, Overcast, or anywhere else you normally find your podcasts. And we're on YouTube too. In fact, don't just search for us there. Find us on places, subscribe, give us ratings, that sort of stuff, to help more people find the show. And Tim, do you want to give a shout out to our friends?
Yep, our primary sponsor is Rob's Toy Shop, where you can enter SLP discount on checkout of Rob's Toy Shop on eBay to get 5% cash back on orders over £5, plus give 1% cash back to SLP. Little Warden Vital Alerts for hidden issues. Head to littlewarden.com to see what they can do for you. And finally, Sarah's Bookcase, where Sarah sells Usborne books with access to over 3,000 titles from baby to young adult. There's something for everyone, and you can find out more on Facebook.
Great stuff. Okay, well, I mean, after what was a thrilling day of Challenge Cup action, maybe slightly too long for me in terms of the beer stakes. But
I'd say it was timed pretty much perfectly for me. I got home half from vaccinating halfway through the second half of the Hull FC game, and just I was through the first half and just in time to see everything. So it was good.
Yep, excellent stuff. We've just bought a picnic bench, so we've made our garden feel a bit more like a beer garden. So in between the games, I was going out drinking in the sun, and then back inside watching the games. That's what happened to me. But anyway,
I just did put the washing on and did the dishwasher in between. But
well, hopefully I remembered them well enough to convey some of the fan viewing experience, and Tim, you certainly helped there with that. So we will look forward to getting all your fan views in on some more games that we can all get to go and see over the next week in Rugby League, and we'll talk to you about them next time. So until then, ta-ra!
Goodbye.
Oh, we're back to the long pause. Okay, I'm going to Google a woodpecker's lips.